How are you? Welcome to Dee Love Talk Mondays. And I'm so excited today because today should be commemorated as the day that we're in our studio. We're actually in our studio, which is amazing. I can't even believe that I'm in here. We finally got doors on this place, which is amazing because there were so many restrictions and we weren't able to actually get doors on here. And now we've actually got doors. It's crazy. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for our topic today because Mondays is all about love and sometimes it's about cheeky sex as well. So today we talk about long distance relationships. So amazing relationships that some people decide to voyage on and take the chance to be a part of, let's just say. It's hilarious. And there are so many people that have given me so many stories that I'm going to share with you tonight. We're also going to go into the pros and we're going to go into the cons of everything as well. But firstly, what I really want to do is actually write down someone's name on my little thingy here. Because, hi guys, look up close and personal now, huh? We can actually do this now. It's hilarious. It's her birthday, but I don't know if this thing's gonna come up. I don't know what we do, how you tag people on here, if you can tag them. I'm not sure. But it's her birthday today, and I wanted to wish her a happy birthday. But I don't think it actually helped. It actually does it through here. So, but I'll say a happy birthday to her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, hello. Hi, Mary. How are you? Who else is there? Say hello, whoever it is. Say hi. I want to say hello to you guys and, get this show on the road. Is it working? Let me just see. I think it might. Where is she? No, I don't think it does on here. Because it's very interesting how they don't, hang on a second. No, they don't. They don't let you actually write someone's name. Well, anyway, we'll get to that right now and I'll get back to what we need to do. So basically, she's amazing. She's a teacher. She's awesome. Her name's Valentina. She's a great masseuse. She's originally from Yarraville as well. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to Valentina. I hope she's having the best night with her beautiful partner. He's gorgeous, Rami. Hi, guys. And if they watch this, or maybe I'll tag them in this, because I can't do it, obviously. This is a special Mondays love talk, because we're in our studio. I'm so excited that we're here. So everything's slowly coming together, guys, for those who have asked and interested in what's going on. A lot of new collaborations are coming up as well. We've got a lot of good news. We're going into state. We're actually building up the momentum. It's amazing. We're working with amazing companies coming up. So stay tuned because I'm so excited. We're going to do this. So, yeah, which is great. And thank you so much for joining me like you guys always do on Mondays and Thursdays. So, yeah, let's do this. So, we talk about love in a somewhat sense, but it has its various forms. You could be with someone that lives here. You could be with somebody that lives overseas. You could be with somebody that lives across the road, right? So, a long distance relationship is not an easy task. A lot of my friends have been and are in long distance relationships. And for me, I was in one way asked, but the person at that stage, this was a very long time ago, couldn't wait, obviously. And I wasn't supposed to obviously be with them. So it's all to do with fate. It's all to do with timing as well, like we've previously spoken about, and it's obviously got to do with divine timing. We're actually talking about divine timing on Wednesday as well, so please watch out for that post and read it because it's spot on the money. I've done a lot of research in regards to that as well, so you guys are gonna love it. So do they work? Do we think that long distance relationships work? Can I get people's input? Do you believe that these relationships work? And what consists in these relationships in order for them to work? What makes them grow? What makes them thrive? What makes them come towards their true substance and what they really mean to us, you know? I have a few friends, a friend that is with somebody at the moment and her partner is absolutely beautiful. He doesn't live here, he's a lawyer and he's in Pakistan and he is amazing and they have a great relationship. They've got the partnership where they consistently connect and she goes over there and I think he's come over here as well if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. But they have that connection where they're able to talk to each other on a level where they work if you have the same vision. Exactly. So basically, that's the reason why people, you know, stick together for a long distance relationship, because it's worth it. And I guess they're on the same page and they're on the same path in their lives that they say, you know what, we're going to do this together. And it's going to really, really work for us, you know, because it's what they both want. Both parties want. So, you know, in my case, in regards to my long distance relationship, I didn't really have a choice because the person didn't want to wait. So therefore, it just tells me that he wasn't for me. You know, even though he was waiting, it doesn't mean anything. If you're not ready to actually go into something or start something like that, it's a very big commitment, because you either sometimes, and then it comes down to you having to move over there as well, because some people, they pack up and they leave and they move over, whether or not be interstate or overseas, you know, in Europe or wherever you want to go, it's long distance at the end of the day. So do they work? I think that they do, because a few of my friends are in long distance relationships and they're working at the moment. But then there are cases where they don't work because the principles and the feelings and the way that they feel towards someone isn't enough in order for them to make it work, you know? So, and is there a truth? The truth of the saying, the absence of the person, let's just say, makes the heart grow fonder. I believe it does, because when it's like this game that girls and guys play, you know, like, I don't know if you guys know, but it's this game where, you know, one does a call and the other one calls and then the other one doesn't message and blah, 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 blah. But then when they don't speak to each other for so long, they've got so much more to say. It's like when you don't speak to somebody for days and days and you've got so much more to share and, you know, talk to the person about. And I think that's exactly how... Are you wearing pants? Yes, look. I am! Oh my God! Welcome, Christopher! Mwah. I miss you. How are you? You guys are hilarious. I can't believe you just said that, but I am. Look, I'm wearing pants. Look, and my little vest just came off. Yes, it's the absence makes the heart miss them. Exactly, because you're used to them being around and pretty much sharing that space with you and being there, being present and, you know, remembering everything, you know, the memories you share, the things that they do, the funny attributes you both have, and the things you need to tolerate. Because when you're in a relationship, so many people have got bad habits or habits that you might not think are like in agreement to you, but at the end of the day, it's what they have, and that's why you love them. That's why we love them for everything, for all their flaws, for all their defaults, for all their bads, you know. So that's where I'm just still laughing about the pants. Oh, you kill me. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You're gorgeous. I love you. So it is all about, you know, not being... I can't deal with the pants. I'm so sorry, killing me. You made me smile. Thank you. Thank you. It's a big thing. So it is about missing the person because you don't see them as often as you would if you were in a normal relationship here, you know, in, you know, Australia, let's just say, depending where you are, you know. So, and do we actually miss, you know, and love them from that? I think we do, because as I said, there's a lot within terms of what you're going through. You do realize because they're not around you, and you're like, oh, I wish he was here, or I wish she was here, because it would make such a difference. But then we delve into the best bit. So you've got your pros and you've got your cons, right? Your pros are that you can literally get a jet or an airplane, as the Australian people say, get on it and sayonara, and you get out of here. And you have beautiful holidays together, and you're able to see the sights together, and you have somebody to spend it with. And you live in a different country or a different state, and something that you haven't experienced before, because experiences are great. And the other pros are the fact that you're with them all the time. So it's not as though the timing, let's just say in Greece, right? You've got the difference at the moment. I think is it 7 hours at the moment? I can't remember exactly. But it's when they're like sleeping, you're awake, and vice versa. So it makes it harder even to communicate sometimes. You've got to wait at a specific time. And most of us work, so it's really hard to connect with these partners. Because they're sleeping, you're awake, you're with your friends, you're probably out, having a really good time, and you're thinking about them while your friends are probably trying to pick up, because that's what usually happens. They're preoccupied with what they want, which is fair enough, but they're part of, obviously, the negatives, that they're not here, the fact that you might have to make that decision, and it's your call at the end of the day. That's one of the cons. More or less, you have to say, yes, I'm going to come, or they've got to come to you. That's why it's so hard. And I commend people. I commend you guys. You're like amazing to be able to do something like that. Because for me, I think it would be hard, but it really just depends on the relationship that you're with and the person that you're with, because it does make a real big difference. Because as I've said, when you're in a relationship and you guys see eye to eye, it makes the relationship so much more better, and you guys are able to see it unfold and become so beautiful, because you believe in the same thing and you want the same things, but you're able to realize that, and you're able to say, hey, this was for me or this wasn't for me, but it's a lesson at the end of the day. It's fantastic. Who else is on there tonight? Say hello, everyone. How are we all? How are we going? We're nearly at the end of this pandemic thing that we're going through. I hope everyone's all right and everyone's okay. I can see a few of you that are not saying hello. Come on, we can do this. Another thing, I remember there's a story about a long distance relationship, and it's one of the ones that are pretty full on, because it's a cousin of mine that had this. Hi, Georgia. So it's a cousin of mine. She was seeing somebody for over 2 years, right? And this guy, he was infatuated with her from a previous, they were on a holiday, I remember. And she was really young at the time as well. And they had a thing, they had like a holiday romance, as you do when you go overseas. You meet someone and you're like infatuated and you're like, oh my God, this is the person for me, and blah, 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 blah. And you get excited, and you're not really in reality, because this is your reality wherever you live. And that relationship didn't work because their ideals weren't the same, and there was a lot more involved. And he even came to Australia to actually live with her for a while. So they were able to experience each other on a different level for a little while. But their downfall was that he was lying to her with a lot of things. And it was very confusing, because she didn't know whether or not he was or he wasn't. But in plain sight, you'd think that he was. And in regards to that story, it's pretty much saying, this is what you needed to experience now, and furthermore, you're able to know, and but for the future, let's just say what you want, and what you'll get into again. And if you do meet somebody overseas, it doesn't mean that you don't take it on board because they're there and you're here. If that person really makes the effort, I think that it's worth the distance and it's worth being with somebody like that. But if they're not willing to make those sacrifices, why should you? Like, love is eternal and it's beautiful. And the person that is from overseas or is from interstate or wherever they're from, even though they put a dream or a specific mindset in your mind and they embed it and say, this is the idea I had for us, regardless of that, you should go by their actions and the way that they speak to you and the way that they act towards you and what they do to make that difference. Hey, Trish. So it's really got to do with their actions, because as we say, actions speak a lot louder than words do. And if they're not able to bring it and be there for you in that sense, then it's not really worth it. But it doesn't mean that you don't take a chance on love because they're from overseas or they're from, interstate. I'll give you another example. So I went to China. I don't know if a few people would know. This is before the pandemic, so don't all get scared or anything. I'm okay. Oh my God. You gotta be careful with what you say these days, because they ask you the same question over and over. Have you been overseas within the last 2 weeks? I'm joking. So it just depends. So I went purely to be a chaperone for someone who was actually going to see a guy that she really loved and she really wanted to be with. Christopher, you're killing me here. Stop it. Did you eat a bat? No. They weren't the delicacy at the restaurants that I was going to. So no, to answer your question, you're killing me today. I love you. So, we went there for that specific reason, because she was like, oh, I really want to go and, it really interests me. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And I'm so happy that I did, because I wrote 2 of the best articles of my life. One, if you haven't read it, it's called Single and Ready to Mingle. And the other one is actually based in China. So there's a actual story that I wrote, and it's called The Waiting Game, and it's one of the biggest stories that I've published on the website and on the blog, and it's actually being taken, which is what I'm going to let you guys know soon, by some people, but I'll let you guys know. Let me just finish the story. So basically we went there, and they were the best stories that I ever wrote. And she obviously had her fun with this guy, and they got a chance to talk and really get to know each other again. But she took a chance on love, which is one of the biggest attributes that you can have as a human. And I commend her for that, because I'm so proud of her that she did that, because she wanted to see if it was going to work. And she did travel halfway around the world to see somebody, I don't know, is it halfway around the world because we're so close, to see if it was actually going to work. And it's good. I'm glad that she did that, because she was able to see for herself that, if this person was worth it or if he wasn't. And at the end, she found out that he wasn't worth it. So, goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye, And she didn't eat a bat either, Christopher. Stop being silly now. Come on. So, we do things in our lives sometimes in order to get to where we're supposed to get to, which is we get to our destination. Our destination is where we're supposed to be at the end in regards to love and finding love. So wherever you find it, whether it's long distance, whether it's short distance, as long as you're happy, I want you to be happy, and I'm happy for you, and the choices that you make define who you are as a person as well, because it's all about your situation and what you need to do and how you're going to change things in your life to make you happy. And that's where you take chances. And love is a chance, it's a gamble, but it's so damn beautiful when you actually find it and you experience it. And even if you experience it once in your life, at least you've said that you've been able to experience it and go through the wave, like run it with the waves and ride the waves and be there. So that's it. Anyway, so I will let everybody go. Another announcement, which is what I was going to say, in regards to my articles are being published, which is amazing. It's a big thing for the What Dee Thinks community and the team. I thank everybody in my team because they are sensational and I love them so much. They work very hard behind the scenes. No one knows what actually goes on to implement such a business, because it's a different business to the rest, and it's part of helping generations to come become absolutely fabulous and really believe in themselves and be there. So I'm very, very happy that we're getting the exposure and we're getting out there, and I thank so many people from the bottom of my heart. They know who they are. I don't need to mention them on here. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. So a lot of work is being published. We've really worked hard towards getting to this point. So I'm excited. We have a studio, guys. Oh my God. So excited. So thank you again to everybody for joining me tonight on Dee Love Talk Live Mondays. Next week, please be tuned in because we have the take 2 of Dee Sex Talk. But I'm not telling you guys what it's about. This one's crazy. You guys need to tune in because it's probably one of the biggest topics about sex that everyone talks about, that your doctor talks to you about. They educate you about this stuff, and it's just going to be a lot of fun and a lot of cheekiness. But if you're not 18, please do not watch because we don't condone that here at What Dee Thinks. We only condone the 18 plus. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. You guys are beautiful. I'll see you on Thursday for Dee Talk Live Thursdays. And also, we have got a great topic about fashion on Thursdays. So anything that you have that you think will make an appearance after it being in a closet. So an item that's quite vintage and boho, bring it out. And the whole beauty of next week, well, not next week, sorry, this Thursday, I'm getting carried away. I'm thinking about the sex topic. What's going on? This week is that I want you guys to send photos through while we're on live. It'll be amazing so everybody can get involved and pretty much show us what they have in their closets. Anyway, so I will let you guys go. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's been my pleasure. I love you so much, all of you, for making me smile, laugh, dance, giggle, whatever you want to call it. And I will see you guys soon on Thursday. Bye. So much love.